The city's afraid of me. I've seen its true face. The streets are extended gutters, and the gutters are full of blood. And when the drains finally scab over, all the vermin will drown. The accumulated filth of all their sex and murder will foam up around their waists. And all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call light Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Again pushing this truth and sincerity, and those repenting videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. It's Maquah for the trumpet and VA camp. I'm about to get right into it. This is John 13:16. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. So it says the servant isn't greater than his Lord. So the things that Yahweh Shai have done, we are expected to do. And we're not greater than Yahweh Shai. And ultimately, we're not greater than Yahweh as well. Because who sent Yahweh Shai? Yahweh. Okay, so we're not greater than Yahweh, and we're not greater than Yahweh Shai. Okay? And like he just said, we are expected to do what he has done. So, let's go over here. Mark chapter 10 and 45. For even a son of man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. So Yahweh Shai, he came to be a servant, okay, and to give his life a ransom. He didn't come to be served. He didn't come to be worshipped. Okay, he didn't want to be worshipped. He came lowly and meek. He was on a donkey. He washed the feet of the disciples. It wasn't his time to be worship. Okay, they tried to put him on a pedestal, and he shied away from that. Let's go into the word minister. It says to be a servant, an attendant. I seen one down here. It said it says to take care of the poor and the sick, who administer the office of a deacon. Here it is. 1. It says to attend to anything that may serve another's. And like I said, this is going to be a servant. Okay, and Yahweh Shai, he's saying right here, he came to serve. He came to serve. He didn't come to be served. Okay. And if we want to be of Yahweh Shai, because the scriptures say the servant isn't greater than his master, and we are expected to do what he's done. Okay. And he came to serve, and we got to be in the same spirit. We came to serve. And who do we serve? We serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and what he wants us to do is to wake up the elect. He wants us to take care of the sheep. He wants us to be brotherly, just like as he was. Okay, because it's a lot of people in this that lose sight of that. They get all wrapped up in clout and rank, and they forget we're supposed to be fucking servants. Okay, we're supposed to be servants. There is no, matter of fact, let's go over here real quick. Matthew 23:11. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. Let's go into greatest. Greater, larger, elder, stronger. Okay, so the people that count themselves to be the strongest, the elders, Okay, they're supposed to be the servants, according to Yahushua, according to scripts. Okay, they're supposed to be here to serve. Okay, and not only through videos, but also and like I just read, and when you go back to kind of minister, when you go into it, when I read it, when you go down to one right here, it says to attend to anything that may serve another's interest. This is why when brothers come on the comment board and they need help, I try to help them when I can, or so on and so forth, because we're the servants. Okay, and you count yourself great. If you count yourself of Yahweh Shemi Shai, you are the servant, as it just said. And any way we could be a service, obviously within reason. But you got brothers in this that get wrapped up in clout and shit like that, and then they turn themselves into celebrities. You got brothers who don't respond back on the comment board, so on and so forth. People, they treating this like they're celebrities and stupid ass shit like that. When Yahweh Shai said, "The greatest among you shall be your servant." Okay. But it says, Mark 10:45, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. And that many is talking about the elect. You go into ransom, it says the price for redeeming, paid for slaves, and he gave up his life to redeem the elect. Okay. Well, ultimately all of Israel, but starting with the elect. Slacking on this is Matthew 23:11. It says, but he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. So the greatest are supposed to be the servants. Okay, we're supposed to be able to reach out to the men that are supposed to be great in this, and they're supposed to be able to help us out when we need it. This is what Yahweh Shai said. You ain't making this up. It's right here. It says, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So, in other words, if you're in a spot, and like it says, if you're in that greatest position, you got a great responsibility in that great position. You got to be accessible. You got to be helping brothers out on what they need. You got a job to do. Okay, it's like these so-called politicians and things, and the police, so-called police force. They're supposed to protect and serve, not the other way around. But in Esau's kingdom, that's flipped upside down, and people think that we gotta serve the cops. The politicians think we gotta serve them. Okay, we gotta protect them. Everything is fucking upside down, and you got people that's in this truth. A lot of people in this truth, and they run it the same way that the devils do. Okay, they got it upside down. The servers got servants. Okay, the servants got servants. It's only in hell, bro. Only in hell can the servants get servants. Only in hell is this shit taking place. Because there's a lot of people who claim to be of Yahweh Shemi Shai, but by their actions, they're proven otherwise. Let's go over here. John 12:26. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me him will my Father honor. So scripture say, if any, Yahushua said, if any man serve me, let him follow me. So you're going to do exactly as Yahushua did if you claim to be a servant of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay? But a lot of people have forsaken the way, and they want to make their own way now. They figure, hey, We're great men. We need to be served. We don't have to serve anybody. We got servants. This is what people have. They have turned corrupt. Okay, they let this world corrupt their mind. Galatians 5:13. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. So we're going to be in the spirit. Okay, we're going to be serving. We're going to be serving one another. And scriptures say the greatest among you is going to be the servant. Like Yahushua said, the first is going to be last, and the last is going to be first. So you got a greater, like it's plain. The greatest are going to be the servants. I mean, I don't know how else Yahushua could have put that to break it down to you people. Like I said, you got people in this truth. They turn this thing into some kind of a celebrity thing, and they basically can't be reached. It's like you go on Instagram or Facebook when it was like a thing or whatever, and you try to reach out to certain people and they don't answer because they feel like they're too high or they're too great or whatever. They're just puffed up and exalted, and they just don't get back to you. But what Yahushua say, the exalted are going to be a base, and you're going to have a lot of people in this truth that's going to be a base because they feel like they don't need to serve. Okay, they feel like they don't need to serve Yahweh. Well, you serve Yahweh Bashim Yahshua by serving his men. That's how you serve Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You don't serve him by serving him. You serve him by serving his men. Why you think we are killed all the day long for his name's sake? And what's his sake? To please the elect, to wake up the elect. That's the will of Yahweh, to wake up the elect so we can get up out of here. This is go over here. John 13:35. It says, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one for another. And like you just said, that's how you don't know if somebody's of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. They're going to have love one to another. They're going to be brotherly one to another. But like, you got people who get sucked up in clout, and they think this is a popularity contest. They think this is about all the things of the world, and this is not like that. Okay, this truth. You're not supposed to run it like how things are run in the world. This is a whole different type of ball game. Okay, and this world is corrupt. So when you try to mix these fabrics, you get wickedness. You get something that's tainted. But everything about this truth is supposed to be pure. All the way even down to the language, the Lashuan Kadash. Let's go over here. Matthew 20:26. But it shall not be so among you, but whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. So that the top man is supposed to be the top man is supposed to be the biggest servant. Okay, he's supposed to be the biggest servant. He's supposed to be accessible by the people. Yahushua was accessible by the people. He went to go deal with everybody, all kinds of sinners. Okay, all kinds of sinners did he deal with and make himself accessible to. He didn't duck nobody. He didn't hide from nobody. Right? He was accessible. Everybody would, for the most part, always know where he was. He was not hard to find at all. But like I said, you got guys in this truth, and it's disgusting to me that they have exalted themselves. They have gotten themselves servants, and they have turned into so-called celebrities. Okay, they are hard to access. They don't really talk to anybody. They feel like, I guess they feel like they don't need to talk to people. They're so high up and exalted, they don't need to talk to anybody. But that's a dangerous game. That's a dangerous game you playing right there. It says, verse 28, even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. So there it is again. Okay. Yahushua came to be a servant. Let's go over here. Luke 6:46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? It says, whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you whom he is like. So this is so he says, why are you calling me Lord, Lord, if you're not doing the things which I say? You're not being a servant. You're not being accessible. Okay, you're not being meek. You're not being humble. And the ones, you know who you are. Everybody knows who these people are. They're going to be destroyed. Or they're going to be corrected and humble if Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with them. Because you got people who Yahweh Shem Yahshua who he's dealing with. When they go off, he rebukes them. But then you got some who he's not so dealing with, and then he just destroys them or saves them for destruction. Because look at Saul. He went off, came back as Saul again, came and then turned into Paul. Yahweh gave him a chance to get right. Right along with King David, right along with is a couple of different examples of men who messed up and came back and was able to clean up their act. Peter denied Yahushua, and then he was given a chance to make amends. Okay, because that's what this truth is about. Getting redemption, the redemption story. That's why just man falls 7 times but get back up again. That's what this is about. Making strides to be better. Taking that rebuke from Yahweh Shem Yahshai and or brothers when it comes. Let's go over here. John 13:13. It says, ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and master have washed, if I then, your Lord and master have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. So he said, y'all call me Lord and master. If me being your Lord and your master, and I've washed y'all feet, and I'm over y'all should be doing the same exact thing to everybody else. It says, for I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. So even the highest up is supposed to be dealing with the smaller brothers. Okay. This is what Yahweh Shah is talking about. Okay. Even the greatest is supposed to be the servant to the least of them. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. Now, humble goes into being humiliated. It's humiliating for a master to wash his servant's feet. That is humiliating. But that's also humility, because humiliate ties into humble and humility. All that ties into the one word. Okay, they all basically mean the same thing. They all derive from each other, and they all go hand in hand. And Yahushua was the ultimate brother, the ultimate humble of all. Okay, he came from off of the right side of the throne and came down here to wash feet. Came down here to give our people, the wicked, a chance to come back. Okay, and you got brothers. They ain't even leave. They haven't even had a relationship with Yahweh like Yahweh Shai has. They haven't been on a throne that Yahweh Shai was on, and they're exalted and they feel like there's some shit. Okay, you got, like I said, you got a lot of brothers that's in this who are not out to be servants. They think they're celebrities. Okay, and what I call a celebrity is a person who I guess you could say is known or in a club or in some kind of a fraternity, so to speak, and they allow it to go to their heads. They they have servants. They got a groupies, fan clubs. They're hard to access, right? These are what men and these are men in the truth have turned into that. Okay, and that's not the way Yahweh Shai. We're supposed to be servants. But with that, matter of fact, let me get 17 and we'll close it out. It says, if you know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. Right. So you're going to be happy to be a servant. Why? Because you know Yahweh Shai did it. Okay. And if it's good enough for Yahweh Shai, it's good enough for me. And if you don't got that mindset, you're gonna have bad times coming your way. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakal, Kadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone, and peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those who putting up videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. Adawan, Ratazat Thumb, Yakal, Shalom.